Alrighty, welcome back everyone. It is LaughNgamez here. I'm back with another Starcraft 2 1 vs 1 replay cast. It's going to be a Terran versus Protoss today on the map Kairos Junction. And spawning up in the top left-hand side of the map, it is Future, the young North American Terran, one of the rising players in the scene. And spawning down the bottom right-hand side of the map, the Protoss player playing for Team Root. It is puCK. puCK, the ever-consistent North American Protoss player. So seeing these two guys clash lately has always been a treat, and so just seeing this match, I thought I have to cast this. New patch, new map. Always want to see how it's going to work on out. And I know I refer to the new maps, even though they've been out, I don't know, what, 2-3 weeks at this point. I'm always going to refer to them as new. We'll see how long that keeps on going on. Now, puCK going for an early probe scout, just seeing what the Terran's up to. Future's barracks is in the base, or in his base, in the normal location. puCK's harassing an SCV. That poor SCV has to run for its life. Is Future going to be able to get it? You don't think he will. He's going to have to be repaired or something. Oh, puCK forcing Future to pull those SCVs off the line, and puCK wants that SCV if he can get it. Oh, and he may be able to get it. Future's running. Oh, the probe gets surrounded. Oh, and the probe goes down. That is some exciting early game there as puCK losing the probe. He flew a little bit too close to the sun there, didn't quite get the SCV as the Future. Making sure he keeps that alive. So nicely done. And oh man, look at that. It was the SCV who got the kill. How fitting is that? Oh man, look at that. That's some karma right there. Now the build from Future, it's actually just a one gas, but interestingly enough, he's gone for his factory before his expo. He's done this because he cut the Reaper, and that basically allows him to have the gas. puCK, on the other hand, is going for a pretty standard build here, moving out on the map with a probe. So, hold on, come here, probe. I'm trying to lock onto it. Just scouting out, or maybe going to throw up a proxy. We'll have to wait and see. Looks like puCK maybe wasn't planning on losing his probe, would have kept it around, but he actually sent out another probe specifically. So this was just a scouting guy, but Future sends that probe packing. Now, guys, I also wanted to mention that I haven't been casting too much on my channel lately, and that's sort of just a fluke convenience. I still definitely want to stick to my regular casts. I have been streaming a bit on Twitch as often as I can. I didn't today or yesterday because I had some other things going on, but I'm going to make sure to be consistent on Twitch and on YouTube to the best of my ability, so you guys can check me out there. And I also just announced some new show matches too, so you guys can check me out on Twitter as well. Now, puCK's Adept actually going to hunt down this Marine. That's a nice find there. Future, it looks like he was tacking into Hellions here, maybe going for one of those Hellion drops. Now, this is an interesting build. I'm really curious to see how this is going to work out, because he did just do this off the one gas opening, but then going into an aggressive factory play. Then just going into a Hellion drop after that, it looks like. So an early 4 Hellion drop, puCK getting up shield batteries. Interestingly enough, 2 shield batteries at this location in order to cover his gateway and cybercore. But I mean, he did see 2 Hellions, and that maybe would make you think you'd want a shield battery in your main base to help cover from those. But I guess puCK really just on edge about what could be coming his way, possibly 2 shield batteries to be safe. Okay, but the Hellions are moving out for Future right now. And then the Medivac actually going to be loading up with 2 mines, so it is going to be like one of those mine drops. Well, I haven't actually seen this specific build lately, but it's going to be basically a Medivac full of mines, and then the Hellions are going to try and dive on in. And it's possible, I mean, Future's a very aggressive guy. It's possible he may just like try and unload on some of the Stalkers or something like that. I mean, there's an Immortal, so I have a feeling that's not going to happen, but he actually is just flying on in here, and it looks like that actually is his plan, just unload right in the way. Hellions run right on in. Probes bait out 2 of the shots. Stalkers actually eat them, but it wasn't a direct connection, so they stay alive. Looks like these units are all going to have to get on out. puCK, though, pardon me, loses 9 workers while this is going on, and the Hellions are now unloading into his main base. He may be able to catch the Medivac, and he actually does. Kills that off, shuts that down, so he took pretty big losses there, but Future did delay his own expansion a fair bit, and he did shut down the Medivac, which is very important for him, not to have to worry about any counterattacks or any follow-ups. So that's a big deal there. Now puCK getting up a shield battery, very good with his individual unit control, so we may see him try and push on into Future with just utilizing this warp prism. Looks like that mine tried to waddle in, got got cleaned on up, so both mines, the Medivac and all Hellions dead. Now, Future, he's got 2 Widow mines in position up at this ramp, but puCK went for an Observer first. Observer's moving in. I think Future must have seen that because repositioning the mines there right as puCK's Observer flew on over. Now, Future following this up with a cloaked Banshee, however, he's got to be safe from this counterattack. He's got a bunker up, but puCK does have an Immortal and a Warp Prism, and the Immortals are pretty good at focusing down siege tanks, so we'll see how that works out. Both the mines get cleared on out now, and here comes in puCK. I mean, there's this bunker here. The Viking's going to be able to shoo away the Warp Prism to the best of his ability. However, the bunker wasn't repaired in time, so puCK able to focus that down. Now, it looks like he does have to back up, though, as the tank and SCV is providing enough of a buffer. He's warping in a Zealot, though, warping in another Zealot. He may just go for this right now. And it looks like he will. Immortals moving in first, tanking the shot. Stalkers can maybe try and pick off this Banshee. They do want to try and get the tank, though, and it looks like that puCK is going to be able to focus down the tank. 5 SCVs have fallen so far, 6. The Banshee goes down as well. The Viking may need to land to help clean this out. Some of the Marines are still alive, and it looks like with the Viking landing, the Marines and SCVs buffering, this will be pushed back. Future dropping a mule, pushing puCK back, but that's a pretty manner mule, dare I say, because, I mean, puCK, he's still on 2 bases back at home. And he did probe up, so by all means, he's not in a terrible spot. He did a bit of damage to Future, who's still only on his own 2 bases. So, I mean, while puCK's army did get cleaned up, I wouldn't say he's, you know, dead or anything like that. I don't know, maybe that mule was just to try and catch the Stalkers or something, but I don't know about that. Now, double tanks are out for Future, so he is building up that count. He's just on the 1-1-1 right now, so making a lot of Marines to buffer for these tanks. The Banshees also on their way out. We'll see if this Banshee is able to find anything of significance. It flies over that Nexus, but then flies on out. Now, yeah, this Banshee still just hanging around. Does puCK have many observers? He's got 3 observers, so he should be safe from that. Even got a shield battery in each base now, which really shuts down the Banshees hard. Scan goes down from Future, does clean up one of those observers, but puCK did get a fair bit of vision on this, so he should know that this attack is incoming. He should really sense this. Future even bringing some SCVs with this, so puCK really needs to be prepared for this. He's got a Zealot and an Observer moving out. puCK is trying to secure his 3rd base location, but whether that's ever going to get up is a different question. Zealot runs right into the Marines and tanks. puCK really knows this attack is coming, but he's going to have to make a hold. He's got an Immortal and a Warp Prism, and I always want to say there's a dream with that. He's actually running his units right forward, pulling them back with this. And I mean, the Marines not the best versus Gateway units, even with both of them being unupgraded. However, puCK, he's now going to have a bunker and 3 tanks getting set up on his door, and he's got to deal with this somehow. The Immortal and the Prism can always try, but workers are being pulled right now. puCK pulling the probes on in. Stalkers doing their best to try and clean this up, but so many workers are dying for puCK right now. It looks like the Stalkers, probes, and Immortal team may be able to clean this up, and it looks like they do manage to, but puCK took a lot of damage there, and now he's actually been forced to recall some of the probes in his main just to save that. A Banshee hitting simultaneously. puCK, he's got this Warp Prism to try and chase down this Banshee, but he's taken a lot of damage this game, make no mistake. Looks like that Banshee may go down, and it does trade out with the Stalker, though, so a nice find there. Meanwhile, another Banshee in the natural future just really picking puCK apart right now. Okay, and now puCK, he's trying to get everything back up. There's a Banshee picking off more probes at the 3rd base, so this is looking pretty rough for puCK right now. He's got a Warp Prism, though, so there's always a chance, and he's doing very fancy micro to try and pick off this Banshee, and he should be able to get it. He does pick off the Banshee. He's got a 3rd base, and, I mean, Future going for that push did delay all of his tech, but he is building up a pretty significant bio count once again. He's got up 3 tanks already, and then producing double Medivacs at a time, so once he comes into a Stim 1-1, it's going to be very rough for puCK. I think we may need to see him try and tech into something like Disruptors. For now, he's just trying to really rebuild up his probe count, though. But, I mean, the supply does tell a story right now, and he is definitely behind in that regard. Now, he's moving out with his Prism. He may be able to catch a tank or some Marauders or something. Double Immortals are pretty lethal versus all of these units. He's going to unload the Immortals. They pick off one of those. Maybe able to get a tank. Doesn't quite in. Oh, the Warp Prism's got to be so careful. Now, there's no Vikings or anything else, so this Warp Prism can fly around, and I mean, maybe he can get Stim. Looks like he's going to aim on Combat Shield. Impossible to know which upgrade you're getting. He does get the Combat Shield, but not able to deny the Stim. Unfortunately for puCK, getting that would have been absolutely huge, but Future definitely going to be watching that like a hawk, though. But look at this, puCK actually just warping in a ton of Zealots, and they're actually going to have charge now. The Warp Prism goes down, but suddenly there's 2 Immortals and a ton of Zealots in the main base of Future, and the Immortals staying alive is so key. puCK actually, though, just opting to recall those Immortals, keep them alive. Observer gets focused down, and Future does survive to his stim pack. Now, Future, though, I mean, he is still on 2 bases, so he does need to get something done. puCK, he's bought himself a bit of time with that. He's getting into disruptors, and that's really what you need. That's the comeback unit. Temple Archives on the way as well. I mean, I guess puCK realizing that he's got a lot of gas, so warping in a few Archons can definitely help you out, and he's got enough gas to make like 3 Archons, and that's a very significant amount. Future just trying to repair his tanks right now, getting up some mines. He does have his 1-1, which is going to help him out tremendously. And that means that the disruptors for puCK are going to have to do a lot of heavy lifting in what remains of this game. Now, concussive shells are on the way for Future, so just getting up all of his upgrades, getting into his 2-2 as well. Now, puCK is getting up a lot of High Templar, and that means Archons are going to be on the way. They're going to really help buffer, but it's really all on this Disruptor. He's going to have to get some nice shots off. Soon enough, he's going to have a friend to help him out. 2 Disruptors and a Dream, and puCK is a very good Disruptor user, but he is still down on the supply pretty significantly. Disruption Nova does go off, hits the tanks. Disruptor, oh, it does get picked off, though, and that's a pretty massive blow, losing that, not able to get it out. I mean, on paper, disruptors can kill tanks without dying. However, the range, it's very tough to get that. Now, here comes on in puCK. Once again, another Disruption Nova going. He picks off the 2 tanks, and he's actually just going for a Guardian Shield out. The Immortals are already weak, though, but Zealot's spilling forward to buffer for this. Archon's closing the distance, and Future really backed himself into a corner right now. The Immortals are getting focused down, though, by Future. The Archons are focusing down these units, though, but it looks like that they are all going to go down. And the question is, does puCK have another Disruptor or anything out? He's just got the 1. He's warping in a ton of Zealots to try and hang on. He's going to have to throw it a Nova or just try and get that Disruptor back, but Future, knowing he can pick that off, it does connect with one of the mines, though, and Future's army has fallen in size, so puCK able to push this back for now, but all he has right now is Zealots, and the main concern, it looks like puCK's actually getting a Zealot counterattack, and the real big concern for puCK right now is the 2-2 that's coming into effect. That, I mean, Future's gonna have massive upgrade advantages. Now, Future, though, he is still only on 2 bases, so he actually has to float his main base, whereas puCK is on 3. He's now going for a Zealot counterattack, but look at this. Future planning a drop. If puCK can pick off these Medivacs, it would be huge. However, there's no blink for puCK, and look at this Future. He just knows that he wants to get something done. This is such a scrappy game. I'm loving it. A Disruption Nova going to go out. Actually gets a fantastic connection there for puCK. Really going to help shut down this drop. The Medivacs are going to be able to get on out, but look at this. A big Zealot counterattack getting on in for puCK. Now, we'll see. I mean, these Zealots, they actually do die pretty quick because this is 2-2 bio. They actually just die so fast. And puCK actually opting to recall 2 of his Zealots there. 2 more of them are going to stay behind. He gets another SCV or 2. He's done a fair bit of harassment to Future this game. Killed off 23 SCVs. And look at this, puCK coming on in, not wasting any time. However, he does just have Stalkers and Zealots right now, so he's going to have to retreat on out with this army. But it's important that he is keeping puCK, or keeping Future on his side of the map. But I am concerned, though. I mean, there is no upgrades. This Disruptor moving out for puCK, but I think this may be a misrally. Future is going to see this. He's going to dive right on top of it, and the Nova does not get off. Meanwhile, puCK, he's trying to transition into Colossus, it looks like, getting up extended Thermal Lance. He's still been trying to get out his Blink, but he has no upgrades. He's just been trying to get out enough units. He's got out 1 Colossus now. No extended Thermal Lance, but Colossus still put out a lot of damage regardless. Now, this bio is stimmed out as well, but puCK, he's got to be careful not to overextend into the Colossus, into the Widow Mines, pardon me. Now, meanwhile, this is going on. puCK's going to have Blink soon as well. It'll really help him shut this down. He's got to be careful, though, because Future's coming in from another angle. He's going to be dropping into the main base right now. I mean, is puCK going to be able to respond in time? He finally realizes that this is incoming. He's warping in Zealots. He does have the 2 shield batteries, which can maybe try and help out in this fight, and they actually will to great effect. The Blink finishes up for puCK. He can blink these Stalkers back. He does just that. Zealot's still eating the shot there, but it looks like that puCK is going to be able to clean up this drop for now. Picks off 2 of the Medivacs. However, the concern is at his 3rd base right now as Future just runs right on in, knowing there's a window. puCK is forced to recall his army here. That recall coming off cooldown pretty quick here, and puCK actually able to respond to this, actually able to deal with it. It looks like Disruptor coming on in. A lot of Stalkers are eating a ton of Widowmine shots, but the Widowmines will be cleaned up. puCK has taken surprisingly little damage from all these attacks. Future has been hitting him in multiple locations, and he's able to hold on for now. He's getting into extended thermal lance as well, which is going to help his Colossus. Future's getting into +3 Terran attacks, so his bio's going to put out so much damage, but puCK is finally getting into his 1-1 while this is going on. Somehow staying alive on these 3 bases. Such a scrappy game. I am so glad I decided to cast this. Now Future looking to drop into the main base of puCK, but this is so nerve-wracking for a Terran. Look at how low health these medivacs are, and actually puCK sees this with his observer. He's just going to need 1 or 2 good stalker shots to pick this off. Future, is he going to commit on into this? It looks like he scans, but he's going for it anyway. The madman, the stalkers blink for puCK, picks off one of the medivacs, can focus down the others, gets another, and that looks like this drop has been shut down for Future. I mean, there's the one medivac still alive, so he can maybe ferry his units in. Future decides to retreat that now, though, and he wants to hit the 3rd base, but look at this, puCK rallying Zealots, planning on getting them into the natural at some point, I imagine, of Future. And Future's economy this entire game, he's been working with scraps, as he's really been on 30 workers or so for such a long time, and as time goes on, this game has really favored puCK. Future had a lead, but puCK staying alive, managing to make the defense, and now getting out 2 more disruptors, and every bit of bio costs Future in a way more than it costs puCK, because Future is on the worst economy. He can't afford to be trading out units, and disruptors are really great for nickel and diming a Terran, and all Future has is change. So I mean, we'll see what he's able to make happen with this bio. He's still got tremendous upgrades if he can get a good fight, dodge the Novas, but it looks like he may actually just be going for a full-on base trade right now. He's coming in with these units. He's actually going to work away on this Cyber Core to start things off. A Stalker, fantastically done by puCK, though, picks off that weakened medivac. These Marauders are caught out. They got good upgrades, but the Zealot's getting a lot of face time, and here comes in the rest of Future's army right now. puCK's hitting the 3rd base of Future. Future moving into puCK's, but having to dodge those Novas. A pretty good split there. Shuts down one of the disruptors and now moves on into the main base. Going to aim for the Nexus. puCK's recalling, though. Future, he's stimming, trying to pick it off, but he doesn't get it in time. Now the disruptors are here. The mines are burrowed. Future, GG's out, and puCK manages to take the game with that counterattack going on. If we look at the 3rd base there, but oh man, such an absolutely insane game. Fantastic to watch. And I'm very glad I casted that, but no, I'm really glad to get back into doing one of the replay casts. I know it's been a while since I did one, and guys, I'm gonna be honest, I did one last night. I was really tired. I had just donated blood and was gonna go to sleep, and I'm like, nah, I gotta cast some Starcraft 2. And then, because I saw a really cool replay, but unfortunately that replay, I'm not gonna cast it again. I don't like casting replays again, but yeah, I did cast a replay last night, and of course my audio was muted. Windows betrayed me or something like that. But no, if you guys did enjoy this cast, feel free to leave a like. And then also, if you're new to the channel, feel free to drop a subscription, as I'm always putting out more StarCraft 2 content. Like I said earlier, I've got some new show matches announced. I'm always putting up the Africa World VODs, which are some fantastic matches. The new one, the next one coming up, I'm really hyped for. And then another Games Invitational. So the VODs for those matches will be going up on here. But also, feel free to check me out on Twitter, as that's where I announce all that stuff. You can see all the cool StarCraft stuff that I do. Otherwise, thanks to everyone for tuning on in. I shall see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.